All right, ready?
Yes.
Clear to go. Lights on.
Hi, my name is John Casper, and I was fortunate enough to fly the 105, the THUD. So there I was, 23 years old, a jet fighter pilot, and my first assignment was Korat Air Base, Thailand, to fly combat. So that was my initial training. We got to Korat, and lieutenants were in short supply, I found out. Most of the reason was everybody was busy getting shot down. And little did I know that I was going to get to do it not once, but twice. I mean, by doing it, I mean getting shot down. After initial lead-in with everybody in my first couple of missions, on my 8th mission, we were up basically trying to drop bombs singly into a cave in southern North Vietnam. When all of a sudden somebody yelled that they were shooting at us, and the next thing I heard was a big explosion. The fire lights came on, all the warning lights came on, and shortly thereafter the airplane basically started going end over end on me. So I ejected. And the funny part about the ejection was about 2 days before, one of the lieutenants in the squadron had gotten shot down, and he said when he ejected, when the canopy came off prior to the seat firing, he said, "Holy cow, you can really see good with the canopy gone." And funnily enough, that's exactly what went through my head when the canopy came off. And it's just microseconds from the canopy leaving till the seat fires. But that went through my mind. Not am I'm in trouble, they're mad at me, we just dropped bombs on them. I said, I can really see well out of this airplane. For that one, I floated down towards the jungle, and it was all big trees and stuff down there. So what was I worried about? Was I worried about the people on the ground that we just dropped bombs on? No, I was trying to remember, do I put my legs together when I go into the trees, or do I cross my legs? Because the last thing I wanted to do was split a tree branch right in my crotch. Well, I managed to come down through the trees. I got hung up for a little bit, and then broke free and hit the ground. Doing so, I managed to bite my tongue, so I had blood all over me, but I wasn't hurt at all. For that one, it lasted about 3.5 hours I was on the ground. I could hear people looking for me, but fortunately enough, I went and hid. And I remember my flight lead talked to me right after I got on the ground, and he said, "We got to go to the tanker, the rescue forces are coming, stay calm, and call us in an hour." Now, by call us, we had radios that we used, so that's the only way they're going to find you. So I waited what I thought was an hour and came up on the radio, and he said, "That's 5 minutes. You need to call us in another 55 minutes. So they returned. The helicopters came in along with a bunch of A-1 propeller-driven aircraft whose specialty was flying cover for the helicopters. And it was just about night, and they weren't really sure of my position, and in fact, they had the wrong spot. My flight lead got them to the right position, and we carried these little pen gun flares. And they said, "Can you send up a flare through the tree cover?" Because the trees were like, I don't know, 150 feet. They were really high, without much cover underneath. And so I said, "Sure, I'll send up a flare." They told me later, they said, it looked like automatic weapons fire coming up. I fired every flare I had. And you have to screw them on and shoot them, and then unscrew it and shoot the next one. And they said in rapid succession, 5 flares came up through the trees. They still couldn't see me because it was dark on the ground. So as the helicopter flew over me, I just yelled at them to stop and drop the hoist. It was a metal thing, a tree penetrator, that you'd strap yourself to once it hit the ground. In training, they tell you, when the tree penetrator comes down, do not touch it till it hits the ground. So what did the lieutenant do? Well, I had to try to jump on it before it hit the ground, and due to static electricity, it knocked me right on my butt. I mean, it was incredible. So I finally got in it, get strapped in the tree penetrator, and tell them I'm on the hoist, you can haul me out. Well, about that time, as I'm coming up through the trees, the helicopter had some kind of a problem, and he had to break his hover and start going. So he dragged me through the treetops for about a quarter mile, I think. I don't know. As far as I was concerned, they could have dragged me all the way back to Thailand. Then they got me on the chopper finally, and then the next problem they had was they're trying to leave, And I'm trying to hug and kiss everybody in the helicopter, which is a common thing for guys who've been rescued. So they finally got me to settle down, gave me an airline miniature of booze of some kind, which they carried, and dropped me off at another base in Thailand for the evening. Believe it or not, the next day, after the flight surgeon looked at me, I was back in the airplane, flying in the exact same area I went down the day before. So they didn't give me any rest at all. They said, "You're good to go."
See the entire award-winning film now streaming on multiple platforms like Amazon and Tubi TV. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment below so as not to miss new upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.